They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Jerome Baker in on the...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Edwards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
42-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now. It's Edwards, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wentz now on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a run with Edwards, and he gets it down to the 32. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun now for Wentz. This one caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run with Edwards. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
No score after one on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the handoff, Edwards. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Brought him down.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Space to run past the 20. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to Smith. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wentz. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Smith. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wentz. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Working from the gun, Wentz. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over.
38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Complete to Corey Davis.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Push him back. 49.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Tua. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Smith. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Smith. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. A 1-yard gain.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Miami, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a